in, and with her is a guest, Manisha.
Thank you so much for that, Mangalam. Yes, joining me is Amith Agarwal. He's founder and executive director at StarAgri, and he joins us now. Amith, thank you so much for joining us. Agri-tech, agri-finance have been buzzwords for some time, and it becomes more so, especially when you're approaching monsoons and the Kharif sowing season. So how would you look at the market right now, and what is it that you've seen in sense of growth in the last few years when it comes to agri-finance?
So we have been growing, like 40% year on year, and our warehousing capacity have been increased up to 40 lakhs ton across the country. We have also opened our warehouses in region of Africa and MENA region. So and commodity financing is also, it has been stabilized, and it has been increasing a lot. And if you look at the crop size this year, I'm just talking about the food grains, pulses, staples. Around 10 lakh crore kind of production we have. So definitely it will increase post-harvest credit as well.
Clearly. Also, Amith, you're one of the leading companies when it comes to agri-finance and collateral management, warehouses, etc. What has been the expansion last year in terms of number of farmers that you've added, or warehouses for that matter? You did tell us about expansion in India and abroad. What does it mean in sense of volume and value for you?
So volumes-wise, our current capacity in India is around 40 lakh ton, which is one of the largest warehousing capacity that we operate. We have warehouses across all 16, 17 states where the crop, is growing. All the crops are growing. And then again, since India is now becoming a food hub, so we export a lot of things from agriculture side, and we also import a lot of things like pulses from Africa. So we have expanded ourselves in Africa. So in Eastern Africa, we opened our warehouses in Uganda, Tanzania, Nigeria, Zambia, and then we also opened our warehouses in Middle East, in UAE.
Okay, so Middle East and South Africa, you're expanding out of India as well. I also want to understand on what kind of competition is that you're facing within India and outside. I mean, how are you working these numbers?
So we have been in this business from last 16 years. So we are very consistent and, increasing our volumes, year on year. So, and market is very, very large. So we don't face any kind of, competition. Our service is the best, our client is, they are supporting us from last, 15, 16 years. They are with us. They are increasing their volumes with us, from last 15, 16 years. I really want to emphasize that, we have this exchange volume have come down because of restrictions on various commodities. So demand deliveries are not happening. It was happening much like 3-4 years back. But other than exchange business, it's going good.
Yes, we do know about the exchange business, and that is something that the street is really anticipating that perhaps would change as the new government comes in. But Amith, talk to us about StarAgri and your expansion plans going forward. As the new government comes in, what are you anticipating in sense of measures? There have been a lot of restrictive policies as well when it comes to essential commodities. Are you looking for all of that to change?
See, this agriculture sector is a favorite of any government sector, and they give maximum benefit to the agriculture sector. So definitely the new government will continue the same, and they will give some kind of relaxation, or you can say some kind of motivation to farmers to build alternative income. What is alternative income to farmer is if they build warehouse in the field. So a company like us, we can take on lease. Yeah. So today, farmer, they grow the crop, and they just rush to the mandis to sell the crop. So our really wishes to farmer should behave like a trader. He should store where the crop in the farm itself within his warehouse. So for that he needs long-term loans. I think loaning purpose this facility from the banks will be relaxed, and farmer will get additional loan for their small capex to generate their alternative income.
Amith, also, what are your expansion plans going forward now? I mean, you've been into financing, you've been into collateral and warehousing. How has that evolved in last, let's say, 5 or 10 years? And what is it that you're adding more to the business?
So currently our, asset under management from commodity side is around, 16,000 crore. And 5 years back, it was around 3 to 4,000 crore roughly. So going forward, I believe that, this will grow, up to 40,000 crore, and that we will achieve in next 3 to 4 years. And agri financing, has been increasing because of, data. So currently we have farm data, what farmer is growing, what kind of cash flow he will be generating in the next crop. So it's very easy to lend farmer nowadays, since we also have a NBFC called Agri. So we are very bullish on the agri financing, secured and agri financing.
Oh, well, and that as a sector is doing quite well as too. Amith, also, what's happening in the IPO front? I mean, that is something that you've been, that has been a conversation that has been around for some time now. Is it getting any concrete right now?
So IPO, since we have private equity investors, so it's our, responsibility to generate liquidity for them. So the now company is, growing very fast and reasonably good, and we have good numbers to to show the investors. So definitely we will have our listing soon, but it is on very initial stage. So we have got our board approval, and now we will prepare ourselves for the listing.
All right. Amith, you said it's on initial stages right now, but since you are talking within the company, any more details at this point in time that you think you can share with us on the IPO? What is the size of it? What kind of money are you looking at? When can you expect it? And also, where would you use this money that you're seeking for?
See, we will, use that money in technology. The next 10 years is is for agri tech companies. So we will be, heavily investing in technologies. Our motto is to increase farmers' profitability and productivity. So for, if you have data, so you can, advise farmers what to grow, when to grow, how can you, increase your productivity. So, and second is a crop diversification. In India, you see that, farmers, they have been growing wheat, for example, wheat instead of, any oil seed. So, but if you look at the, math, so oilseed gives maximum profitability compared to other crops. So our motto is to provide them, give them awareness about the crop diversification through technology. So, as I said, we will be investing in technology, expansion on our warehousing. Plus, we will also invest in agri financing piece. That is our NBFC.
All right. Amith, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on that IPO. And we hope that the date and that amount is decided pretty soon there. But with that, it's a wrap on this show on Halftime Report. Business Lunch will take all the action ahead.